Nydus too. So I'm rooting for both clans.
Yep, absolutely, man. I've been watching a lot of Kawhi stream, and we've had Rays on a show match before, so.
Yep. And it also should be noted that whoever wins this week gets to move on to next week too. So they get a chance to win another $50 when today is over. So the
Big
score,
money.
yeah, and the score on the bottom is not going to reflect the player, but the team as a whole. Just so you know, that doesn't get confusing or whatever. But yeah, let's jump right down to it. Our red Terran player in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, coming at us from eSloth, it is Future.
And his opponent in the bottom left from clan iGx Imperative Gaming, the Green Terran, it is Broda.
That guy's name is pretty cool. I'm glad you're here though, man, for this TVT.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Carter messaged me and said at some point we need to change the stream title because we're still running Plat Diamond right now.
Will you refresh it? I think if you refresh it, it'll update, but it won't update unless you do. So.
Look at this guy.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Let's see. How good is he? It just fucking stays where it's at.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're just wrong, like, dude.
I need to buy myself some time.
No, did it work though?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it should be correct. That was my bad. But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited. So far, pretty mirrored in this build. So I was waiting to see someone with like 3 racks Reaper someone or something, but so far we're off to a pretty gentleman's game. Also, it should be noted that we have another clan war immediately following this with the exact same team. They had to play each other for Dust League, and they asked us if we wanted to cast that too. So we decided, hell yeah, we'll just cast that as well. So there will be a back-to-back clan war featuring these two teams. Only one of them is our event. I'll have to look up the Dust League format or whatever, but I just wanted to let you guys know that we're going to get a double header, dude. I'm pretty excited about that. This should be a lot of really high-level and fast-paced games. So.
Yep, absolutely. So it looks like we are going to have, oh, maybe not. Future was just keeping that SCV over by the refinery there. It looked like maybe he was going to go for a proxy, but instead decides to back off and drop a command center as he gets a scout off of his own.
Yeah, so Reaper expand out for both players. They're saying, wow, you guys started on time. Are you sure that you're an SC2 cast? I like it, man. I like it. Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. Yeah, no, luckily both players were ready to go in the lobby, and they sorted bans rather quickly. So we're off to a pretty fast start, man. So, and it would be TVT, right? Like, we're up to some pretty good action, I'm willing to bet, especially on this map.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Doom drops going on in TVT now, and this map lends itself, if you don't have turrets, to getting Doom dropped. As we see the Reapers kind of meet in the middle here, looks like Future getting a little bit better of that trade as his Reaper has a little bit more HP.
Yep. No, yeah. Broda's got to run, dude. He's going to lose his Reaper. But there is another one up here that might help him out. Now they get to jump this red one. Okay. Whew, dodging his own grenade there. But yeah, pretty mirrored so far. The only difference is that the factory is out for Broda. Oh shit, okay, it's already been built there for Future. That was my bad. I should have checked his base first. Oh, he's going into a 1-1-1 too. With his starport already being down as well, so.
Yep, looks like a Hellion's going to be built, so I imagine he's probably going to be taking the Marines that he's building in the Hellion, possibly building a medevac and loading them all up, maybe going for a drop in Broda's main. Meanwhile, looking at Broda's base, he's decided to go 2 racks and open with a little bit later of a factory, so no starport for him.
Yeah, and just to address chat really quick, this is not the Plat Diamond tournament that was up from last night. If you refresh the stream, the new title should be up. That was my bad. We're looking for a new admin, by the way, dude. I'm so sick of this. That's like 2 in a row right now. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I forgot to update the title. That was my bad. We're on a 90-second delay, too. So everything you guys say, we won't even get for another 90 seconds. So yeah, just be patient with us. That was my bad. This will be our IGX versus eSloth clan war. So
yep,
just refresh.
Hit the refresh.
The Ravens, though, man. We already got some Ravens coming out. That's why I don't like TVT, or I would never play it, dude. Because there's so much variation. You never know what the hell you're going to get, dude. Has that been scouted either, that Raven? No, not yet, huh?
I don't believe so. No, let me take a look. Nope, the starport has not been. He never really got up into the main base. Raven's really nice. You can use it defensively. If a Banshee never ends up coming, then you can kind of take it and go offensive.
Okay.
Try and get those auto turrets down a little bit. Broda with some Cyclones, though, should be okay for now. Takes kind of a weird engage in the middle of the map and loses a Reaper, though.
Yeah, I'm getting called out for the way I capitalized eSloth. That's my bad. I was working on that shit kind of in a hurry because I had to do a bunch of schoolwork this morning. So my bad. I will change the capitalization and get everything going here in just a second. Sorry about that, guys. God, you had one job, Turd Zergler.
No. English class, man.
Seriously.
Don't fuck up the capitalization.
No, I guess it's the E is undercased and then the S is capitalized. That's my bad. It's confusing, man. I did get a little picture with the correct team logo, so I want a pat on the back for that one.
That's fair, man. So it looks like this Raven's going to come over here, and as I said, you can kind of get offensive with it. With its new revamped damage, picks up 3 SCVs, and, well, it dies before those Marines can get over there and do anything about it.
Yeah, but just 4 SCVs for an auto turret is pretty good considering it's a free unit, dude. And also, Hero Steve followed us. I didn't call that out when it happened, but thank you very much for the follow, man. We appreciate it. Future's starting to get a little tank heavy though in comparison to Broda though, so that'll come into play here once this drop lands. We'll have to see if it lands in a good enough position or where it comes in. Do you think it'll head into the main or the natural?
I think it'll head into the main. Unfortunately, it's probably going to get intercepted by this one Viking and Raven. Looking at the main though, if it can make it can maybe boost past those. There isn't much in the way of defense.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we go. He's going to get run into. It's only one Viking, though. It will do significant damage on that medevac. No turrets here or anything to stop that. So the drop eventually will go off.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to find a couple SCVs here. Actually picking up a lot more than I expected. So far, 5 SCVs have gone down Future. But his army's going to be able to come up here and clean this up, I think. Hopefully he can get some good evacs with these medevacs.
Yep. So interesting play there to go for the eBay, especially with no, oh wow, some SCVs getting carved up here. 9 going down. Eventually this army will be cleaned up, gets picked up in the medevacs and runs out. But interesting play there to go for the eBay as he's not going Banshee or anything like that. So maybe he just wants to make sure that he's going to keep dropping and no turrets go up. Yeah,
that was some pretty good aggression though. I mean, 10 SCVs alone was good enough. And behind that, he also has a worker lead. It's 48 SCVs to 37. So I like Broda's position in this game as it progresses. The only difference though is these tanks. Future has a lot of tanks, and if he can get those like positionally planted over here, he could do a lot of damage with them. So
absolutely, man. Medevac poking in, trying to see what it can do. Unfortunately, getting shooed away. Getting a decent scout off though.
Yeah, Eric Master just asked for the bracket. So that bracket was for last night's Plat Diamond tournament. This is currently a clan war, so it's already been predetermined who the players will be. But to answer your question, our Plat Diamond tournament, if that's what you're asking about, is available to NA and EU. But yeah, I don't know. This is a clan war. I think there was some confusion because of the title. If you refresh, it should update. So,
indeed, sir.
Charlie, thank you very much for the follow. So, that medevac, if it's not careful, it's going to get picked off. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of playing with fire. It's only 2 Marines in there, but definitely the medevac is important. Very gas-heavy unit. Don't want to lose it, but using it just for scouting now, seeing if there's any potential weak points where maybe some drops could go down.
Yep. And Future's going to scan in here and kind of see what he's up against in terms of production. And I was trying to see if this drop was going to load in, but it's going to find some Marines if it goes for it. We'll have to see. Oh, shit. It's like he knew they were there.
Raven swooping back around to the back of Broda's base. Probably going to pick up a couple more SCVs. Nice pull, though, from Broda, minimizing the damage that he's taking. 5 do go down. 6 do go down now.
Yep, absolutely. Does Pokebunny play in this clan war? I don't know. Maybe next week, right?
We'll have to see, man. Yeah, last week we had some pretty crazy names, so I wouldn't be surprised to see as we get into the later stages of the clan war, if it's still pretty tight in number of games won, that we see some maybe bigger name players come out. But as I said, man, it's always awesome to see new players on the Nydus, so we're just happy to see anybody, man.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. Last week they busted out like Jack G, Seed, True came out as well. It was pretty ridiculous clan war, so you never really know who's going to go out. We don't have the bracket or anything until they tell us. Like, it's not predetermined. We just know the team, so we really have no idea who's going to come out.
Yeah, it's kind of fun that way.
Yeah. I know, I prefer it that way, man. Even if they had all the brackets lined up, I wouldn't want to know, just because it was hype not knowing who came out last time. So, and as we said, whoever wins this one will move on next weekend and get a chance to play for another $50. So,
yep. So it looks like Future is moving across the map now, sitting on 5 tanks to Broda's 4.
Oh man, that one
Broda did pick up for a drop though, unfortunately, and his medevacs are flying away. So if Future comes in, he could just stim into this. Okay, yeah, he's got to bring the medevacs back.
Yeah, I think just based off the scan alone, he knew it was going to come in, and he set that one Marine out there too. His tanks were planted a lot better, so I like his position in this fight, and he's able to clean up a majority of the bio and keep a little bit of his too. And now there's only these tanks here for Future, man. I really like Broda's position in this game. He just had his tanks planted first, and TVT, that's all that matters sometimes. So
fantastic engage there from Broda. Hit the splits on his tank really allowed him to minimize the damage from the shells of the of Future's tanks. So definitely really nice. The only thing awkward there is trying to make sure that you have vision over the wall, but he certainly did and takes that fight pretty convincingly. He needs to be careful here, though, with these siege tanks.
Yeah, absolutely. If he dives into these, he's going to lose a lot of his bio. So now he's just trying to wait for his reinforcements to catch up. But I still like his position. It's 123 supply to 94 supply, as well as a 60 worker lead to 43. So I really like the way he's handling this. Now it's just going to be that positional like leapfrog of the tanks and stuff. But you know, that's what TVT is, man. I can't complain.
Yep, this Viking needs to be a little bit careful. It's the one thing that's allowing him to establish air dominance now. For anybody who did not know, having that Viking spotter, the siege tanks goes down there. Siege tanks can't shoot as far as they see, so he brings a medevac up and starts
using that
instead.
instead. Giggle.
Yeah, I know, right? The Viking was like, no, please, not me.
Don't talk about me in the cast.
So, Future looking for a different engage here. Broda will scan and see the very tail of that army moving towards the north.
Yep, loading up a drop, too. If it's not careful, it's going to get picked off. All right, it boosts right past these bio. That was good, man.
Pilot is insane.
Yeah. I wonder where he's going with that. Trying to drop into the natural and get a little bit of economic damage done? Or oh, shit, it gets picked off, actually. Damn, that was a good pickup.
Looks like a couple Marines going to come forward here into these tanks. Broda could be in a little bit of trouble depending on how the engage goes down, as those tanks are pretty clumped up. He does have a lot of them, though. Future moving around towards the north a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to see. He doesn't have any Vikings anymore or anything, so he lost that aspect of air superiority. Oh, shit, a little bit of a drop going off in the main, though, that I missed. Picking up 9 SCVs. That's huge. Damn, 14 so far going down. Pretty much the entire mineral line. Jesus, man.
I think
that was a monster drop.
Right here, man. So, looks like these tanks will get siege. Positioning is pretty good for Future, but attacking from all sides here is Broda, and I think he may have enough just to push through this. Yep, Future, GG.
GG is called, and Imperative Gaming will take game number 1.